It's been a really interesting dynamic because it is a lot of new guys, but we also have a lot of returning experience, like you mentioned. So the experience is helpful in the sense that a lot of these guys have started now this is their third year, and they've got the experience of going to an NCAA regional. They also have the experience of missing out on a regional last year. So I think that's pretty valuable to take onto the field, and it's provided a lot of extra motivation just with the way the season ended last year, with us not getting a bid. The new guys have also brought a lot of motivation because they're such a talented group of freshmen that they're really pushing the guys ahead of them, even the guys that have started for 2 years already. So the dynamic has been pretty interesting to watch because the freshmen are talented and they've come into the program with a ton of motivation and drive to get onto the field. In a lot of ways, Kyle's been a leader since day one of his freshman year. He played football for 2 years and didn't play in the fall for us, so we didn't really have a chance to see him play until we got into the gym for preseason practices. And it was pretty clear from the first time he picked up a bat that he was a pretty special player. More than what he's accomplished on the field, though, he's been an awesome leader, and he's been a joy to coach. So we're going to miss him, but we're really going to enjoy this last season we have with him. And he's on the verge of accomplishing some pretty amazing feats as an individual. So he's already got the stolen base record, which he set last year. He's within reach of the hits record, within reach of the triples record, very close to the runs record. So a lot of special accomplishments on the way, and I'm expecting big things. He was not happy with his performance last year, so I think you're going to see an extra motivated Kyle Billig this season. The guys had kind of concluded that last year one of our bigger problems was that we didn't really take it day by day. We were so focused on getting to the regional and so focused on the end of the season outcome rather than what we need to do every single day in order to achieve those goals. So the focus at practices has been exceptional, especially compared to the last couple of years. I think it'll be in terms of consistency. We were inconsistent last year. We beat some really good teams and we lost to some teams that we thought we shouldn't have lost to. So what I'd like to see from the team, and an area I think we can definitely improve in, is just being consistent from day to day and not really caring who we're playing that day, but coming out and playing the best that we can, no matter who the opponent is. It's going to be good preparation for the postseason. The trick is going to be winning enough of those games to get to the postseason, and it is a tough schedule. Last year we had the number 10 strength of schedule in the country, and that should be more or less where we are again this year. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a grind. Week in and week out, we've got teams coming in that, whether or not they're teams that were in regionals last year, they're teams that are capable of making regionals this year. So it's going to be a huge test. We're not going to have the luxury of kind of letting up and just coasting through an easy portion of our schedule because there is none. Wartburg was the #1 ranked team in the Central Region last year. And they were the #1 seed in the regional. So they're going to be tough. They have a lot of returning players coming back, including an All-American third baseman. So it's going to be a pretty tough test right off the get-go against them, and it'll be their second game of the season. It'll be obviously our first game of the season. So they've been in a similar boat as us, as not really being able to get outside much. So it'll be interesting to see how rusty each team is, but hopefully we can hit the ground running against Wartburg. Rhodes really took it to us last year. We opened up the season against them last year, and they, quite frankly, embarrassed us on the field, and we were not very happy with the way we played. So we're really looking to kind of exercise those demons from Rhodes at the beginning of the season last year and start off on a much higher note going into this season. I think we're better prepared than we've ever been. Part of that, a lot of that actually, is on the shoulders of the players who, right when they got back from the semester break this year, started practicing and working out on their own, led by an awesome group of captains. Specifically Matt Tracy, who's a third-year captain, and he's just been a phenomenal leader for this program. And so the guys are ready. They were ready when we started our official practices, and 3 weeks later, I feel pretty confident about where we are right now heading into the season.